Friggin'... God, there's so many. Superboy Prime. That's how he started his life. And everybody knows somebody that has a character that's like, I'm a bounty hunter.
It doesn't play by anybody else.
Doesn't play by anybody else's rules. But I'm a good guy at heart, but I'm an asshole. It's not a good character archetype, and it's certainly overdone. But that was my character that I created back in 2014. So with the cosplay cut, I got a chance to really do Draven justice.
A service,
and gave him a new personality. Where because the problem with that type of character is that they are super insecure, yet the hero character. So Draven has a little bit more. This new Draven has quite a bit more insecurity, and for a reason that he gets to develop and fix over time. That the reason why he's all by himself and why he doesn't want any help is because he's been burned in the past. But he still definitely has just this gigantic soft spot in his heart, and he doesn't like to see friggin' anybody be hurt. And if he can help it, he often will pop out of the shadows just long enough to get himself caught up into some trouble. And that's how we end up. That's how he ends up meeting Nereza. That's how.
Yes, please get some rest, Spooner. I know you're here in the UK too. Please get some rest, friend. It's 3 a.m.
That's ridiculous. Go to bed. I took leave to be on this stream. No, No, go to bed. But that's how Draven gets caught up in the comic book endeavors. Is he's saying it's for the money, but it's a sham. He's there because he genuinely wants to be.
So Issen asked, what type of fish is Draven based off of?
It's a completely different story.
Just what kind of fish?
But it connects to things.
No, it doesn't have to. They don't need. That can be spoilers. That could be spoilers for another time.
Spoilers? No. It's not spoilers. It's just part of my personal history. So Draven is a blue walleye pike. And that is based off of a skeleton that I saw on the beach. It wasn't a skeleton, it was a rotting fish on the beach in one of the campsites I had been as a kid. And if anybody has ever seen a pike,
crap out of me.
They are just
Oh, Cadence, thank you for giving a sub to Sauce.
fugly looking. They are just the ugliest fishes, and they have big old... And it scared me as a kid. And so I created a fish based off of that fear.
Thank you, Issen. Oh, it didn't...
Oh, fair enough.
Permit things.
The blue walleye is because of another mismemory. I remember that fish being blue, and so I was like, it's clearly a blue pike. This is before I knew any fish knowledge, and blue walleye have been extinct for
a long-ass time.
Long time.
A long-ass time. I know, right? That's what I also was like, why is beautiful? Like, why is that the thing that's banned? Yeah, no, Candace put beautiful in chat, and it was just like, no. Like,
really?
Yeah, so we're like, okay, well, so Issen approved it for me.
Oh, good. Well, thank you.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, you guys, You guys are too good to me. We're already at level 3. What are you guys doing? Stop it.
Certainly. It won't happen again.
Stop it! Stop encouraging. IDK recently blocked me for typing daddy. And we use daddy in chat a lot, so I don't know why it doesn't like us.
You know the problem with Mio?
Is that it makes you have to go to the bathroom
It makes
constantly?
me have to pee so much.
Well, how about this? You go to the bathroom. I'm going to get Canis on the line, and we're going to start Canis's power slide.
It's probably for the best. Because I'm an interrupting cow.
It's okay. You're pretty, and that's what matters.
Get out of here with that gross nonsense.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like these new scales. These actually, other than the couple of air bubbles, these actually came out pretty nice. Oh, did it complete? Did it? Oh, thank God. Okay, sweet. We didn't get to level 5 this time. It completed. Thank God.
I think we can do better than that.
Well, they can't do it again for another hour. Thank God. I can. Okay, heads up. I have no idea how to connect my voice to this. So, Canis, what I'm going to do is you're not going to be able to see chat for a while. I'm going to call you on Discord. You're going to answer. And I'm going to share your screen. Unless you have your PowerPoint up, I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see your PowerPoint. You just tell me when to change slides. That's how we've been doing it so far. But that's what we've been doing. I will be reading chat and keeping up on chat, but you do not have to stay in Twitch so you can participate. You can just hop over to Discord and I will call you on Discord. Okay, let me pull up Discord, and then you call me there, but will you share your screen? Yes, absolutely I will. I will pull up your slides right meow, that way I can get it all sorted out. So brace yourselves and buckle in, kids, because we're going to get Canis on the line here, and I know you guys love you some Canis. Where did I put Canis's? There it is. Boom. Okay. Right meow. Oh, I got it. I got it right now. All right. Doot doot. Doot doot. Doot doot. Woot. Right meow. All right. Here we go. And all I have left is to do my black lines, honestly. That's all I got left on this Nereza, other than, like, I'll probably fill in this a little bit better. But this is all kind of hidden by her collar that she wears, so highly recommend muting whatever you're watching on Twitch. But it's nice to be able to see chat. That is accurate. I would say that's, yeah. It's super disorienting if you're listening to both. Yes, it definitely is, because there's such a big delay. It's like a 20-second delay, so it's much easier to just keep it muted if you need it. Okay, yes. But are you ready, Canis? Are you ready? Let me know when you're ready. Oh, that's a much thinner brush. This is one of the new brushes that I have. That's a much thinner line than I thought it was. Ready as hell, everybody. Okay, let's transfer this over and let's get Canis on the line here. All right, it is ringing away. It is ringing away for our Canis. Hey, buddy.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. Everybody say hello to Canis. Oh, we got a bunch of awwoos in chat for you, my friend.
Oh, awoo back to all of you beautiful, beautiful cryptids.
All right, let me now share my screen with you, my friend.
Okay.
Boop. Boop. Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Perfect.
All right, and then essentially you do what you need to do, and you just tell me when to change to the next slide.
All right. So should I pay attention to the sharing of the screen that you've been doing from Twitch or from Discord?
Discord.
Could you advise?
Discord, because there will be a delay on Twitch. I am in control of what they see is what
Perfect.
we are doing in real life. So, but it's on a delay. So, yeah.
Okay.
For now, Discord.
Right. Go ahead and begin.
All right, we are on the first slide.
Right.
Can you see it?
It's up, but I'm still seeing
The
many. Yes. Can you click present?
it does. So, the problem is that
Oh, we won't.
Microsoft has some weirdness about apparently presenting slides.
That's fine. So I'll still be able to.
Yeah,
still do my animations.
Maybe.
Okay. I hope so. We have GIFs on here, so hopefully.
Okay.
That's all right. We'll manage the best we can.
Okay.
All right. So, the lovely Fish Daddy has requested doing a topic that's interesting to us, that is quirky, that is unique. So I thought, well, what do I adore more than werewolves? So I decided to go right ahead, and tonight's PowerPoint is going to be the top 5 super cool badass werewolves of the screen, as interpreted by Canis.
Excellent.
So go ahead and yes.
There you go.
So what are we looking for with a werewolf? We're looking for, these are specifically going to be screen-oriented werewolves. Could be a movie, could be a cartoon. We want to look for a werewolf, not a wolf man. I want to see a snout. I want to see fur. I don't want to see, a human being that has slightly pointy ears. That's a wolf man. I'm looking for a werewolf. We also are going to go for beasts that have nice big sharp teeth. I want to see teeth. I want to see claws. I want to see that animal ferocity. I want to be able to see, again, that wolf kind of come through. I want to be able to know this is a being that has inner turmoil going on. So we're also going to be looking for the transformation sequence. Werewolfery is, I feel, best when it's able to kind of capture that essence of being human 1 minute and then feeling overcome with that sort of swing of the moon, or whatever that pulse is that comes through the creature, to be able to shift into this deeper, more primal self. And I feel like being able to capture that essence on screen really helps to deliver a really satisfying werewolf appearance. And most of all, the coolness factor. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this is judged solely on my own personal taste. But I can do that because it's my PowerPoint.
It's true.
So I hope you'll have to just put up with me and take it as I see fit.
I think we're not going to have any problems here because we have some beautiful beautiful agreements here of some of your choices. So, and also,
right.
Hello Moon Moon, thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you.
Hello Moon Moon.
Hello.
I can't see you, obviously.
That's okay. And Bird Boy 9 PM says, "Why are you so blue?" I am dressing up as one of my fish characters, and that is what I'm currently dressing myself up as. But we are celebrating my birthday.
I'm orange.
Yeah, you are orange.
Hello Orange.
But we are also celebrating my birthday by having some of you wonderful people that watch me present PowerPoints that you guys have been working on this week. All right, you ready for the next slide, my man?
Ready whenever you are.
There we go.
So, let's begin.
Let's begin.
Number 5. An American Werewolf in London. So we're going to have to just jump right in and immediately, honestly, get this out of the way. This creation by Rick Baker, the man who created this creature, this character, this transformation sequence, actually won an Oscar for this.
Yeah, it was one of the first and best ever done.
Yes, and so if you haven't seen An American Werewolf in London, I don't know that I can recommend the film. It is a cult classic, but I feel like it is a little outdated. It was described as too comedy to be horror and too horror to be comedy, and I feel like that's a pretty good description.
Yes.
But I can say they have one of, if not the most iconic werewolf transformation sequences throughout entire cinema history. And they really go through a very in-depth, painstaking transformation sequence. You can go ahead and jump to the next slide whenever you're ready, because we're going to talk
Whoop.
about it. All right. So really, this is a mid-transformation sequence that they have, and they show everything. There's no, as far as I recall, there aren't any CGI effects in this, except for maybe the legs. Um, but everything was done piece by piece. So really painstaking attention to detail throughout this entire creation. It really set the bar very high for werewolf transformation sequences, and a lot of the budget actually went into that sequence. Um, a funny fact is they actually were considering not having this scene in the film. I imagine it would save them a good deal of money, but it did end up winning them an Oscar for it. So I would say
Win-win
well
there.
done.
They made the right
Yes.
call.
They really did. Well, that's that. I'm personally, this is not one of my favorite films, for a variety of reasons, which we'll talk about in a second. But I really admire just that transformation. It is magnificent. It's very grotesque, um, but I feel like some versions of werewolf transformations are very, very vividly and viscerally painful. And I feel like to have a film that is able to capture that without, um, although it is gory and it is gruesome, it is not done in an over the top Quentin Tarantino esque way where you need to, explode explode the human body and become a
Stub
werewolf.
your
That's-
toe and have a gallon of blood come out.
Yes, if you can avoid doing that, just for the effects. I think what I like about this sequence is it is gory, it is gruesome, but it's believable and it does not detract from the overall scene. It's very well placed, and everything that's there is there because it's an integral part of the scene. And it really left an impression on me, and I think many others as well. So,
Super Freak says one of the coolest transformation on screen ever, and it's an ads. Flash is loving the werewolf pics.
oh, good boy Flash.
Yeah,
I'm
good
sorry.
boy Flash.
I
Hi,
just always wanted to say
Flash.
good boy Flash on screen.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. All right. And then we also have another addition. We have big teeths and those spooky eyes. They are definitely haunting. And it is definitely a slightly. I feel like this werewolf ends up looking a bit more maybe cryptid esque than werewolf esque, but the overall amount of effort that went into this, I absolutely could not go past without including this. I will say the mythology throughout this, and part of the reason why I personally tend to not always be enthralled by this film, is because it goes into a bit more of like a bit more gore, a little bit more of seeing ghosts, and I feel like that's an interesting spin on the werewolf myth, but I feel like it maybe gets a little further away from my personal favorite types of werewolves. So that's the only reason why it's at number 5, because I think this was fabulous. So that being said, let's jump into number 4.
4.
Yes.
Boom. We have. There you go.
Twilight.
Oh boy, that's
no,
a hot
it
take
is a-
there, buddy.
Now bear with me here, because I even hesitated to put this in, and I was like, no, I enjoy them, so I'm gonna put that shit on screen.
Hot take. All right. I'm gonna go to the next slide so you can defend it.
Gore. Yes, let me defend it. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, first of all, we're gonna just take this. We're gonna distill this a bit. So bear with me. This is not the most mythologically or most character-driven transformation sequences, and I feel like that's really important, and that is important to me as a werewolf admirer,
Aficionado.
obsessor, and connoisseur. However, look at these big fluffy boys and tell me you don't want to take one of them home with you. They are.
The audacity
like-
that Bella didn't choose Jacob.
I know. We're not going to talk about that now. But I feel like I really enjoy. While I think they do seriously lack on the transformation sequence, I think they kind of blur it out. It just kind of it poof, he's a werewolf. I think that sucks. But I feel like they did a few key pieces here that are really, really important. First of all, they did a very good job capturing a very soulful expression on each of these werewolves. And while because their lore is a bit more wolf-oriented and a bit less of a fell beast, or a bit less of a werewolf curse or more like twisted. It is a very, you know, it's supposed to be drawn from Native American myths that are just about shape-shifting human beings. So technically a little less of a werewolf monster creature and more of just a being who is able to become a wolf, a very large wolf that has more human qualities to it. I feel like they held through to that mythology in a fairly you know, straightforward manner. I think they did a good representation because if these became feral beasts, it would take away a little bit. I think it would probably throw the stories a little bit sideways, but um, I think they did hold true to their vision of what a werewolf was. Um, so not the most ferocious,
So what
more wolf.
go on.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Nope. Okay.
What I enjoyed, I think, the most was the Native American depiction. Like they probably could have chosen some better actors to
Oh, for
represent
sure.
the Native community, but
Yeah.
I really did. So like not so much the whole movies of itself, because again, I genuinely think if we're gonna tell a movie about werewolves, then maybe we should leave all of the other mythoses out of it and just give me a werewolf movie.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but bringing in the Native American folklore aspect of werewolves was just amazing to me.
Yes.
Uh,
I agree.
and Isin sent a pic on Discord of him watching. You definitely have captured his attention.
Oh,
Uh,
fuzzy boy.
and NJ says the Vampire Diaries was another one that kind went over painful. It was to turn. But they turned into wolves, not werewolves. Becky says, "Fluffy boys, I want one." Badger
Yes.
says, "This guy always joins the companions in Skyrim." And Rainbow Sprite, hello. And this is actually all makeup. I just finished painting myself and the Charlie Puss.
Hello.
But hello, Rainbow Sprite. Welcome in, friend. But you can continue, my dear Canis. Continue.
Oh, absolutely. Well, welcome in. Uh, so yes, Charlie, I also enjoyed that they brought a bit of a different werewolf mythology to the table, and it's definitely not. It could be a lot more intricate. It could be a lot more. I would love a movie just on the werewolf mythology there, but it's Twilight. It's not horror. It's not even supposed to be really that suspenseful, you know, intense action packed. It is a romance
No,
more than
certainly,
anything else. So
certainly.
the fact that these were existing was a big bonus.
Well, I mean, like,
So
give me a pagan movie where you know show some real good werewolf lore and just
yes,
focus on that.
I maybe you could write Stephanie Meyer with me.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's
We'll talk. We'll talk.
All right.
But so that said, for this particular creature, look at these guys. I mean, they have really intense eyes. I love that they were able to capture a bit of a human expression essence to them. I also really enjoy, although I don't know how well it's reflected in the film, I did read all of the Twilight books, I'm not going to lie. And I feel like they did a great job talking about pack dynamics and pack bonds, and I just really enjoyed being able to understand that aspect of their culture. And look, you could ride on one of these back. I just feel like that would be a great noble steed to have, and I enjoy that. And I'm not going to be ashamed for including Twilight werewolves in here.
No, I mean, it's a hot take, man. I'm,
It is
you
a
know, it's just your
Those
top five.
ferocious dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Canis' top 5.
Yeah.
Big cool Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
All right. So that said, let's continue to number 3. All right. So this is I'm going to butcher this name, so I apologize. I think it is called Palaya no Sertao. I was alerted to this. This is a small film. I'm actually going to have you can go ahead and jump to the next page because
Okay.
it'll be a little bit easier. A small film. I believe it is it was created by Warriors Studios, and it was nominated for the Best Animated Short Film by Brazilian Academy in Cinema. So essentially, this is a short film that exists. It's actually on YouTube. It's free. So if you'd like, after this is complete, I'm happy to include the link on for it on YouTube in the
Yes,
chat.
please.
It is a short film. I want to say no more than 10 or so minutes long. It is all in. I want to say Brazilian. I don't know if that's a language. It
Nice.
is not in English, but there are English subtitles to it, and it just follows this sort of kind of folklore of some passengers that get stranded, and then there are these creatures that come after them, and there ends up being a really dynamic fight scene. And though not all of it is animated, it's not the most complex animation style. I can say there are few scenes that are just really well handled. They are really, I mean, look at this is very visually stunning, and I think I love to see werewolf transformation scenes and werewolf personalities that really, I mean, look like they're on fire. And I feel like this creature, their interpretation of werewolf was very much ferocious feral beast enchanted by the light of the moon. And
I
really
do in
appreciate
fact
that.
always enjoy a werewolf that's got like a big mane. That's
Yes.
I do it. That is in my
So that
favorite.
that animation style is very reminiscent of my boy,
Don Bluth.
Don Bluth. Specifically in his see, I mean, if you look at the teeth and the eye and the color scheme on that, tell me that's not friggin'
Radigan.
Radigan. Tell me that's not friggin'
Carface.
Carface, Sharptooth from the Little Mermaid, or not the Little Mermaid, the Land Before Time.
That was the sequel, yeah.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid 2, Revenge of the Piranhas. I did, oh,
It's very reminiscent of it. That's what, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I think they again, while it is definitely a simpler animation style, there are moments, I mean, and this is a still from that, where it is a really pleasant, just ferocious creature that they created, and I really appreciate it. And there's a fight scene in it too, and they look awesome, so that's pretty cool.
Excellent.
Totally go check it out. I think they also have a Patreon if you want to support them. I don't know their studios well enough to plug them, so I'm not going to, but I can just say, totally check out the film. It's free on YouTube.
Excellent.
All right. That brings us to number 2. So this werewolf comes to us from an episode of Gargoyles.
Yeah. I know this episode well.
It is the best episode because it's the Halloween episode. It's called Eye of the Beholder. You can. I don't know if this GIF is.
Oh,
yes,
it did work.
it did work. I'm so excited. Look at this. Look at this beastie. There are teeth. There's drool. There's a mane. Fucking fabulous. First of all, gargoyles. Okay.
First of all, gargoyles.
And I could just mic drop at that, but I'm not going to. Fabulous. Great show. Great voice actors. I feel like they do a really good job creating consistent quality through all of the episodes, with the exception of a few of them at the beginning of the series. But this is also a self-contained episode, so you could watch this episode without necessarily knowing anything about gargoyles and still really enjoy it. A couple of things I think are cool about this particular werewolf. This is actually a female werewolf, and I feel like it is very rare to see female werewolves in film.
Other
and
than
also
Ginger
very-
Snap.
Yeah, and also, but just very powerful female werewolves that aren't designed, like, when you have a superhero and you're like, oh, it's a female because she only has a breastplate, and that's the extent of what makes it a female supervillain. Like, this could destroy that man without even blinking.
How do
and I
we
love that
determine
about
the
this.
genders if one doesn't have boobs?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
If no boobies, how strong?
Yes, exactly. And I feel like they also have an absolutely phenomenal transformation sequence, and the only reason why I didn't include it here, besides this beautiful Maw gif, is because I felt like it would be much more dynamic if you were to see it in real life. So I totally recommend. If you have Disney Plus, Gargoyles is on it. This episode is called Eye of the Beholder. It's like 20 minutes long. It is also an amulet-based transformation, which I thought was an interesting interpretation for just werewolf lore in this.
It's very.
Love the reddish hues. Again?
I would say no. That's a very that's a lot of British lore that has some of that, where it's like amulet based or potion based or clothing based.
It's more lycanthropy than
Yes.
wear.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they did a really beautiful. I don't know. I just think they do a great job combining. Yes, and they do go into British lore, Norse mythology, and kind of weaving a lot of them together in its own series. It is excellent. But to see how this kind of fits in and creating a werewolf out of it, man, being a kid watching TV and seeing this pop on the television, I was like, oh, something about this makes sense to me. I think I'm gonna obsess over this the rest of my life.
NJ says
Ah,
yes, the
yes.
gargoyles. Gambit says the blue
So good.
werewolf is female and the purple werewolf is male. We bring it back around to Pokemon. Oh yeah, because Yubs's was on the first 51 Pokemon, and there
Good.
was a whole thing about Nidoran and Nidorino.
Oh Jesus. Yes. Uh, oh no. So now we get down to one.
Oh my god.
Van Helsing. The best werewolf ever. Okay, so is it a good movie?
Werewolves. Werewolves.
Yes,
That's
There are
not what
mo-
we're talking about. We're not talking about how
That's
good
right.
the movies are,
That's fucking right. We're not. We're talking about
how good the
werewolves.
werewolves are.
How good the werewolf is. And these werewolves, there are 3 different werewolves. They all have slightly differently styled transformations. I've heard it rumored that it may have some level of, maybe related to their level of resistance to the transformation. I mean, the first werewolf, we actually don't see his transformation. He's already in the throes of it. The second werewolf we see is this really grotesque, skin ripping nightmare, really, which is hideous. But he's very much trying with everything he can to not transform. Versus the last transformation, although Van Helsing, spoiler alert, sorry.
the movie's been out for like 20 years. If you
If you
haven't watched,
haven't seen it and you watch this podcast, or this stream, I mean, go see it right now.
it's
Like,
been out for 20
message
years.
me, we'll see it. um, great movie. No, awful movie, but I love it. But
I fucking
Van
love this
Helsing,
movie. It's
Van
hilarious.
Helsing goes into this transformation not glad he's a werewolf, but he goes into it leaning into it because he believes that he's going to be able to defeat Dracula by becoming this. So he goes through less of a, I would say, grotesque or a hideous sloughing of the skin, and more so of this emerging into this feral beast. And I feel like, yes, we have three different werewolves, differently styled transformations to the transformations that we do see. They're big boys, big beefy muscles. They become this really tall, muscled version of what they are. Look at those teeth. I want to pet them.
I want to
They look
snuggle
amazing.
them.
I want to snuggle them. They are everything I feel like a werewolf should be. They also kind of like, while so Van Helsing himself is able to wield a little bit of the werewolf mind, because I feel like he's a vampire hunter slash maybe fallen angel, maybe, who knows. Um, but even he is sort of like kind of trying to work with that kind of like primal, powerful animal instincts.
So
And I
let me
really,
ask you this:
yes,
how did you feel then about the semi-annual or annual retelling of the coming of age movie starring Michael J. Fox, Teen Wolf?
yeah, didn't see that, didn't see that,
Fair enough.
because I was like, no. So that's the extent of my opinion on that.
Fair.
Uh,
You're missing
I
out.
like
You really
it's,
are.
again. I
And
don't
are
know.
we?
Are we werewolf or wolfman? Werewolf or wolfman?
Yeah, because that was the thing also. Was it werewolf or like more of a wolf man?
It was certainly a wolf man.
Which is fine. They're fine. If I go into a movie knowing it's a wolfman, I won't be disappointed. If I expect a werewolf and I see wolfman, I'm gonna throw the fucking
It's
film across the
not a
screen.
wolf. It's not a werewolf.
Let me
It is
down.
absolutely a wolf
Fucking
man.
Harry Potter 3 in the
Give me a
Prison of
second, we're gonna
Azkaban.
do that.
Fuck that shit. So pissed. So anyway, coming back to the Van Helsing,
Sorry.
I feel like no. It's you're totally good. I mean, I could go on about werewolves for
Ever.
another 3 hours,
Yeah.
forever. But I feel like this just captures this essence of this dude. You got the big teeth. You got the what great big eyes you have. All the better to gaze into your soul with, my dear. I loved everything about these werewolves. Also, there is this fabulous scene, which hopefully shows up for us. End of switch.
There you go.
Yes. Dude, fucking when being tempted to join Dracula's side, decides to sharpen his claws up against the machine and comes away with his glistening golden claws. How fucking cool is that? Gotta say, that tipped the scale for me. You can go ahead and switch to the next screen whenever you're ready.
All right.
We can enjoy that in the meantime.
Oh God, I just realized.
In summary, yes.
What'd you just realize?
The Wolfman wasn't in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That
Nope.
is correct. He was not. That's okay.
Fucking lame.
Right? I know. It could have been great. Could have been. I would have loved if Dorian Gray was a Wolfman. Kind of going from that like sophisticated suave to kind of like primal animalistic. Would
They
have loved to
certainly
seen
could
that.
have done it.
But-
I mean, they included
Yeah.
all of the others.
Missed opportunity. Missed
Yep.
opportunity. So in summary, werewolves are awesome, and we need way more of them. Signed, Canis. Enough said. I just enjoy a good werewolf. This should say happy howling.
It does, but it's like
Yes.
really extended
Okay.
down for some reason. It wasn't
Happy
earlier.
howling, my dears.
I don't know what
It's
happened.
okay.
Some weird things
It's
happened
okay.
with a couple of these, like downloading them. It was just like,
Yes, I did have animations for all of these, but it's okay. You get the general gist of what's happening.
thankfully, a couple of them worked.
Yes, oh thank God. Because I was like, if I base the end of my presentation on a scene that nobody can see.
Oh,
Ah,
my
but thank-
goodness. Well, we have a couple of comments for you.
Okay.
So we got bits because you put Van Helsing as number one.
Hell fucking yeah.
Yeah, we got bits
Best
because
werewolf
of that.
rendition.
And then NJ, because you put Van Helsing as number one, it says, yes, you're my best friend.
Good.
But how fucked up that one is probably says a lot more. Oh, sorry, Miss Great Adventure Girls. Great Adventure Girls says this is where my wolf kink started.
I mean,
Same. But how fucked up that one is probably says a lot about me. Nah. And Issen being the
you're in good
fantastic
company.
being the best mod ever that Issen is, did in fact pull up the YouTube link for your pay.
Oh, it's in.
Yeah. And then Tuesday to Sandwich says, if you want more campy werewolves, the videos for
Always.
Beware the Dog by Griswolds and Lemon to a knife fight by the Wombats. Though more Wolfmen are fun.
Right. Well, I'm curious about that. I'll have to give that a check out.
Yeah.
I do enjoy Wolfmen as well. I just
Yeah, but if
wanted
you're
to narrow
expecting
it
a
down.
werewolf and you get a Wolfman.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now-
I'll always yes.
Now here we go. Okay, so I want this quick opinion from you because I know we've had conversation about this though. Not a wolfman and not a werewolf. Where would we put the cat women from Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island?
Oof, hot.
Those are cat women.
Where
first of all.
cats?
Those,
Werecats. So I would say werecats, werepanthers. They do seem so they are bestowed that gift curse by their deity. So I would say, and it is a transformation that happens every so often. It does seem as though it's under the light of the full moon, but I also see this is a youth draining activity. So it's kind of unclear as to whether or not the werecats and that kind of curse of the werecat is what is causing them to require consuming extra life, or whether or not that's something that is. It looks like they summoned their deities through prayer and potentially through a ritual. So it's possible that that's something completely different. I would still say werecat. That's my or lycanthrope, but cat version. So philanthrope, I guess.
All right.
I certainly think it's just cat women. It's definitely more lycanthropy. A werecat for you, madam, if you're really looking for werecats, is Johnny Gat from the new Hellboy.
Oh, our were-jaguar from New
Okay.
Hellboy. Oh yes.
That is an absolute werecat.
You would actually. I know, Candace, you haven't seen the new Hellboy, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
But you would enjoy Damayo, the were-jaguar. That's
Ooh, I do love werejaguars. I have that is.
yeah. You would
Super
enjoy
cool.
him. Yes.
And the
Alright, I love to check that out.
transformation is pretty legit. It's
Nice.
I would say the CGI in that movie does suffer quite a bit, but I loved that movie. But I love everything Hellboy, so.
That's fair. Well, I mean, Hellboy.
Uh,
We'll have to
and-
check that out.
Yeah, so in Great Adventure Girl as so in the countries where cats are major apex predators, they have werecats as folklore. Yes, instead of
Yes.
werewolves.
Yes.
Yes.
Or
Oh,
were crocodiles, or were hyenas.
it's true.
So,
It's true, true, true.
Mhm.
Yes. Canis, thank you, buddy. I know you're
my dear,
spending.
it was
Go ahead.
wonderful getting a chance to. It was wonderful getting a chance to present, and I'm so glad to just hop on and say hey, and also happy fucking birthday
Thanks, Fran. Thank you.
to my
Happy
favorite
birthday.
fishy friend.
Aw.
I have one question for you before we let you go,
Of course, yes.
and this is just theoretical here.
Okay.
If there are such things as were-animal hybrids,
Yes.
technically speaking, could there not be a were-human?
Well, where does imply man? So
They're all technically weremans. A
do you mean
wereman.
it could be as in a like
Is-
a crocodile that could transform into a human, or
So,
a
so
crocodile
like
that
yeah,
could transform
on
into a
on
dog?
a broad scale there, like an alligator that was bitten by a human that
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
turns into a human. But like, and this is just where my mind's going with it. What if I was bitten by a were-human? Would I transform into another more
Oh, here's
vicious
a thought.
human? And is that quite
Here's-
possibly where Dr. Jekyll gets his formula for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna play with this a little bit. So what I wonder, if you were bitten by a werehuman, let's assume we don't know what a werehuman is. You just are bitten by something that is werehuman.
Hi,
Would
J
you
dear.
then transform into a replica of that, or would it activate something within you that would cause you to shift? So that might mean that you are shifting into something that is maybe something that you identify with. Maybe you become the more animalistic version of yourself. That could mean that you take on, so you take on the were gene, and that replicates in itself through an animal that you are most closely resonant to.
Yes.
Or maybe it is more of a reflection of your own personal, maybe if it's a Jekyll and Hyde situation, your more personal inner demons or those primal instincts that you are maybe
Just a
suppressing or trying to, push
just a
against.
bunch of Captain Cavemans running
And
around.
yeah, and like genuinely trying to like dig the science of it. Is it really is it the same process that gets us the Hulk? Is it the same process that gets it? Like, did it have to be radiation that get us the Hulk, or was the radiation just the thing that spurred the same reaction that's inside of all creatures?
I think it's the latter. I think that it certainly could be something that is it. I think what we're talking about is a catalyst. What we're talking about, without going too far into it, is alchemy.
Yes.
So if everyone has the potential for these things, yes.
Yes.
So in this mythology, if everyone has the potential for this, everyone has the potential for transformation or changing forms, just as a substance can be converted into another substance. What you're looking for then is going to be something that is activating that, a catalyst, whether that's a full moon activating genes that are dormant, whether that's getting bitten by something that causes an alteration. Are you still there? I feel like it's
Yeah, we're
quiet.
still here. No, you're
I'm
right.
Oh, okay.
intently
Okay.
listening.
Yeah, he's
All
like
right, but
he's into it.
so if you have the materials there, it's something that activates certain patterns or certain transformations in those materials, and also by introducing itself in the equation. Like with, when you have, that's how fire happens.
Exact. So
Yes.
I think
You
this
are
is our
creating-
Stephanie Meyer story. You need to hit me up, and we're gonna write a book.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about that.
All right, so let's catch up on chat. J Deer is here. Hello, J Deer. Welcome in.
Hello, J Deer.
We're having a crazy time for my birthday stream. It's been a great time. Great Adventure Girl says, "Do you mean Animal Man or different man like Jekyll and Hyde?" And then it's Great Adventure Girl goes, "Charlie answered my question before he even read it." And JDR thanks Isn't for the gift sub. Black A says, I'm Batman. Where bat? Man bat. uh, and question, if I get bit by a furry, what do I turn into?
A more authentic version of yourself.
Yes. I mean, that's how it worked for me, at least.
A kinkster, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Game Bish fell asleep on the couch, so I don't think he'll be presenting. Okay, that's fair.
Oh no.
That's fair. Well, I will present for him, and I guarantee you can just wake him up when it's time. But yeah. Wade, prune man. But thank you, Canis. You have a wonderful time. I know you're doing things this weekend, but thank you for coming in, my guy. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm always so happy to be a part of this.
And I said the same thing to Yubs earlier, because you and Yubs are two of my oldest friends. I would like to also have you back on the stream, just for a stream sometime, just to hang out.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, and chat sometime. That would be fantastic. 'Cause I always love talking to you. You know our conversations. If I don't let you go now, we will talk for the next 6 hours.
That is a good point. Okay, I love you. Happy birthday. Goodbye.
Goodbye, friend. Oh my god, I love Cadus, guys. I love you. I love him. My ears were ringing. Oh, hello. He'll do it. He'll do it. He's got the drive.
Good.
Yeah, he ain't fucking around.
I've already created his backstory and world. It's up here. Whatever story he wants to put, great.
But yes, that was Canis, everybody. The illustrious, wonderful furry mongoose that is Canis, our wonderful shapeshifter, furry extraordinaire Canis. We love him to pieces. Welcome back to the chat, Canis. Hello. All right. Yeah, I'm nuked. You can present. Okay. Well, what we're going to do next is, okay, so we did that one. Okay, that one still needs to happen. That one still needs to happen. I'm going to do this one real quick. I don't think she's in. No, I'm not. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that one for a little bit later, because that one's actually a PDF apparently, and not. So I'm going to have to do something different. So I'm going to have to do that one next. Let's see. We did Black Aces, or at least the first of Black Aces. So we have Megan's, Issens, and Gambits. I am going to say we have to do Issens first and then Gambits, and then we have Black Ace's second silly one. So, what are we feeling?
Can we do the one that I'm supposed to?
Oh, from Black Ace?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That way, before I lose steam.
Yes, absolutely.
So it is 4 o'clock in the morning. In 5 hours from now, I have a physical therapy appointment.
That's fair. All right, then we will do Black Ace's second one. But she has requested that Charlie do it, so we are going to bring that up here.
What am I doing?
Duolingo local squirrel chit chat from Black Ace.
What are you having me do?
Badger said, I'm loving these. I wish I knew I could have done my own. Well, Badger, if you are in my Discord, which you can just type !Discord to go join it, I do post all these things, like announcements in my Discord on the regular, and I have talked about nonstop for like a month. But I am thinking about making this like a once a month thing anyway, of just like, let's just present a couple of fucking slideshows at the end of the month, just for funsies. But yeah, that's... I'm living for this. I need more pretty fish nonsense in my life. Oh, and thank you for the Discord link, Issen. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this. So this is apparently Duolingo local squirrel chit chat. To say my acorn is missing, you say squeaker, squeak, squeak, squeakin'.
Excellent. Isn't that a beatboxing chipmunk?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
To say, did you eat the acorn? You say, squeaker, squeak, squeak, squeakin'.
That is a huge chungus of a squirrel here, guys. Look at the fucking chungus Bugs Bunny we got going here. Let's talk about this sweet chungus. I'd give him all the acorns.
To say, you owe me a new acorn. Squeak, Squeaker, squeak, squeaker. Squeaking. Gross. Next.
That's it. That's the end.
I'm so proud of you guys. Really.
Squeaky, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeaking.
Squeak. Squeakity, squeak, squeak.
Now, if you guys were
Squeaking.
paying attention, you should now speak fluent squirrel, according to Duolingo, for squirrels. Squeaky, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeaking.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
And I'm going to have to drop for a bit to handle some baby business. I will return later. All right, Yubs, we love you. Gosh, your squirrel list is spot on, says Canis.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Becky said I couldn't come up with a good idea. Charlie needs to work on his accent. Well, I mean, this is his first time. Oh my god, biddies. What happened?
This is the first time I've seen it.
Oh, Blackie, thank you for the biddies. All right, now we're going to bring up... I'm going to do Issens next.
I had not seen those until just now.
Whoop. Next up, we're going to do... All right, so we can move that over here. All right, we're going to do... We're going to do Issens next. Next up, we have... Issen Moogle.
Moo, mother heifer!
Yeah, Moo Mother Heifer, living with a 37-inch inflatable cow by Issen Moogle. When a cow shows up at your door, it comes in a conveniently compact package. What does this mean? It's a threat. It's a sign of aggression, love from friends who care. Gross. And maybe just want to pay you for your help and support.
Maybe.
Just maybe. But according to her, it's a threat. It's a threat. Anatomy of a 37-inch inflatable cow. The basics. Made from heavy-duty vinyl. Length 37 inches from snoot to ass. Height of 21 inches. It's small bean. And 11 inches wide. It's thick. So thick. A closer inspection of the interesting bits. Creepy, soulless, soul-stealing eyes. Cute, realistic snoot. Classic ink blot spots. Feetsy hooves. Two sexy udders. Made in dong blowhole. Thick ass. God, is it? The pros. Cute and creepy. A relatable companion for myself. Big, bloated layabout with inflating udders. Doggos, same size and color. A constant reminder of aggressive love and support. The pros continued. Can do tricks just like doggos, including sit, play dead, stay, roll over, and fetch, as shown in the pictures here. Quality sits and roll over.
I didn't realize the legs were connected at the same bone placement.
The pros continued. Blowjob practice, nuff said. Rapid inflate and deflate. Your inflatable will arrive with a valve in the deflated position. This allows for air to escape quickly when deflating. Firmly secure the check valve, black in color, and start adding air. This valve ensures air will not rush out when you put your mouth or pump away from the valve. Important, to ensure no air leaks, please make sure to the valve cap and check the valve is firmly secured. Inflates and deflates in seconds. But blowjob practice, nuff said. Cons, question mark. Requires blowjobs frequently. So needy. Requires a quick BJ every other day or gets depressed. Constantly mistaking it for one of the dogs. Same size as dog, plus same color as doggos, plus placed near door around the corner equals thinking one of the doggos wants something only to find out it's the cow. Cons continued. Where to put it? Oh, it's gonna be blocked. Where to put it? It doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but it's a cow, and well, big enough to be in the way. Also, may steal your significant other. I've unintentionally censored this, so hold on. Let me move myself real quick. Let me move myself up to the corner. Because this is a quality photo that Gambit and Issen just took specifically for this PowerPoint. And it is an injustice that you guys can't see it. Of Gambit tweaking the nips. Of...
Gambit says quality.
Yes. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Tweaking the nips of the cow. That big. I know. He was so enthusiastic. He really was. He went all in. I'll be in my bunk, says Badger. Cons continued, facing the inevitability that I will have to accept the love.
Yes, you will.
And that is a cow with a white surrender flag. In conclusion, I love the cow. I love my friends. Thank you, prettiest fish, and thank you, fish daddy.
Glad you like it.
We died laughing when Issen sent this in. I was in tears. Charlie was outside, and I had to go get him so he could see it immediately. I was like...
I also died. It's my absolute favorite PowerPoint that I'm kind of a connoisseur of PowerPoints. I've seen several over the last 15 years. Several hundred. I've even written a few. But hands down, this is the best PowerPoint I have ever been read.
There we go. All right, let's move on. Let's do a quick run around. We're going to do Megan's.
Speaking of Megan.
Oh, different Megan.
Oh.
That's Black Ace.
Speaking of Megan's.
Yes. So Megan did a quick one for us for slang in the US versus the UK. And we have a couple of UKians in here. Yeah, that's right. I said that. Deal with it. What they say and why it sounds weird.
Oh, thank you, Black Ace. I don't have to ship anything.
The easy slang words. The meaning UK versus US. Boy or man. Dude in the US. Bloke for the UK. US flashlight versus the UK is torch is a handheld light. A mobile home is also, in the US, is known as a trailer, while in the UK, a caravan. Toilets, restroom versus loo. Drunk, wasted versus pissed. But it's inexplicit, apparently. End of the meal sweets, dessert / puddings.
Even if it's not pudding?
Not always. But that's okay. It's generalizations.
I will 100% get fucked up mad if somebody's like, would you like some pudding? And I'm like, yes!
You don't want to ask for pudding in this country.
And
you're not going to get what you want. You want custard. And it's always what you're going to want. Ask for custard. Do not ask for pudding. You will be disappointed every time. Purple and black... A vegetable, an eggplant in the U.S., also known as an aubergine over here.
Fancy.
Also a color of a dildo in this...
We have French fries.
We do have French fries.
I'll be back.
French fries versus chips, as the bottom one makes.
Would you like some French fries?
Yes, I haven't eaten today.
I haven't either, and we can eat French fries.
I thought you had pizza.
Yeah, but I can't eat that with my face like this.
Okay, yes, I will take some French fries if you put them in the oven. Okay. Charlie did not go get into what is pudding in what part of the country. Yeah, no, exactly. We're not going there. Slang from the U.S. We will be exploring slang that the U.S. uses that the U.K. does not use. Let's get started. Ankle biter, a derogatory term for an infant or small child. In a New York minute, to do something very fast. Vixen to, a South in Texas term, a quick way to say, we'll do that shortly. I'm fixin' to go to the store. Y'all want anything? Y'all, South and Texas, a shorthand way to say you all to address a group of people. Do y'all want to go to the fair? Things that have rubbed off on me from being friends with Wolf Daddy for too long. UK slang words. UK slang words from 2020. Bagsy. Shouting Bagsy is the equivalent to claiming shotgun in the front seat or dibs on the last cupcakes. Do not violate the rules of Bagsy. Bog roll. To head to the loo, you'll hopefully find a bog roll, aka toilet paper. If you've got to go, you can also ask for the bog, a lavatory, or just plain old lav. Chinwag. Do you have time to sit for a chinwag? That means a friendly conversation. Yellow's like my second favorite word. He got roared. He did. Comparison on UK versus US more. Flat, apartment. Anti-clockwise, counterclockwise. Chemist, drugstore. Dressing gown, robe or bathrobe. Shopping trolley, buggy or shopping cart. Parking lot, car park. I switched those around. What?
Real quick. Sorry to interrupt. Both barrels, one barrel.
Well, are you including wedges?
No.
Then both barrels.
Cheese, no cheese.
Light cheese.
Okay.
If someone asks for a chimwag, I'm going to assume they mean oral. Oh no! And we have some spelling differences. We have color with a U and color with no U in the US. Aeroplane versus airplane. Check. The fancy check. It's check. It's a check versus check. Theater, spelt correctly, or theater. Gray versus gray. Yeah, I've had this fight because I actually have always spelt Grey, and I get yelled at all the time, and I'm like, both are correct. Both are right. I don't give a fuck. It is interchangeable in my opinion. Always assume the dirty double meaning with British slang, says Great Adventure Girl, and that is very true. British and American slang. Bonnet is also the hood of the car. The boot of the car is also the trunk of the car. The windscreen is the windshield. The indicator is the blinker. Or if you're in New England, it's the blinka. There's no ER, it's AH at the end. Blinka. Tire versus tire. Just a spelling difference there. British to American English, we have the plow versus the Big Dipper in the sky. We have holiday versus vacation. Autumn versus fall and autumn. High Street versus Main Street. The British have lorries. Americans have tractor-trailer trucks. Estate car versus a station wagon. I love my estate. Oh my god, that makes my fucking big-ass lesbian mobile sound so much more fancy. Listen, I love my Subi. I love my Subi uwu, but calling it a state car sounds so much more fancy. Flat versus apartment. Lift versus elevator. Also, we have British football versus American soccer. British pitch. American, it's a field. A draw is equal to a tie. A kit is also a uniform. There we go. Boom. And the end. Thank you, Megan. Yes. Subi uwu. Yeah, you're welcome. If your Arizona blinkers aren't a thing, they're not a thing pretty much anywhere, I've found out. Especially in Kansas. It is gray, end of story. See, I've gotten into fights with people. I've gotten into straight up fights. Alright, so we've done that one. Alright.
Was kitchen towel in that list?
It was not kitchen roll versus kitchen
roll?
towels,
Oh,
like paper towels. Paper towels versus kitchen roll. We did not know what that was, and our landlord asked for it like on the first day we were in this country, and we're like, what is that?
What the hell is a kitchen roll?
Paper towels, kids. Paper towels or a kitchen roll. Alright, so we're going to try this one real quick. This is from Era Rebirth, my brain. And I'm going to, so hers she did in a PDF format, so it opens as a link. So I'm real quick going to do a another window capture real quick, and we're gonna add another source to it, so I can show you guys hers. So give me just a second, my sweet baby, and then we will do Gambits, and then we will finish off with mine. Because I know, that's why you're all here, right? I'm full of myself. So Era's is really short, and Era actually made hers about how she met me, and I thought that was really cute, and I'm tickled about it. So we're just gonna do hers real quick. Let's see if it does what I want it to. No, you don't wanna do it. No, I don't want that. I want. Fuck your Subaru, I've got a horse outside. Oh my god, now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. Fucking Rubber Bandits was like the greatest and most horrible thing I found in 2009. My god. I use gray and gray depending on what mood I want to convey. I have a funny story from when we lived in the UK 40 years ago involving language differences. Please tell. Feel free to share your stories. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, there we go. Are you gonna show? No. Oh, can we just do... No, that's not what I want. Office, Downloads, Explorer? Yeah, no, that's not what I want either. Dang it. Why must you forsake me every time? Just give me what I found. Oh, shoot. Here, well, we'll get rid of... I just want you to do... you know what? Can we just do full? Okay, we might have to come back to hers. It's just really sweet. It's really all it is. It's... Here, we'll put my face up on big so you can have this. Hello. BRB beer run. That's fair. Well, we like tickled fish instead of pickled fish. I'll see myself out. That's fair. Goodbye forever. There we go. That's some good quality there. Can I do that? No. No, I don't want that. No. That's not what I want at all. Why do you hate me so much? No, I want this. There we go. Oh, maybe I can do browser source instead. Hopefully it will scroll with me. No, that's not what I want. It's not what I want. Sorry, this is taking so long. Let's just do display capture. Let's just do that. You guys are gonna see like all of this real quick, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry you're gonna have to see this, but it will be really quick. So, there we go. Boom. All right, so we're gonna quick go over here, and so making a PowerPoint for Kate's birthday, says Era Rebirth, and she puts how we met. I think I joined a cosplay group on Facebook, and then I watched Makeup Mondays, and then I stalked you at Big River Steampunk Festival, which is totally true. She was one of my very first viewers for Makeup Monday, and right in 2019, she specifically came down to Big River Steampunk Festival just to meet me in person, and it's just, oh my god, just tickled me special. Special memory she has is getting delicious lemonade at Big River, sneaking money into the tip jar, which is, there's the best lemonade in the world at Big River Steampunk Festival. If you get to go, best lemonade. But they won't let us, the fish, pay. They will not take our money. So people like Era, we employ to leave our money as tips. Like, we're like, yeah, do what you need to do. Like, pay for your lemonade, but, like, can you leave this as a tip so we can pay for our lemonade? And we've had a battle for the last couple of years. So Era was one of our informants for us. making nail art inspired by Makeup Monday. As you can see pictured there, she's a fantastic nail artist. Extra Life charity streams, reading Children of Produce, because she has bought all of our comics. Following your streams to Twitch, Hype Train Madness, and Paw Jobs for Peace, which is something that came up on one of my art streams. It was created, and we drew it because Megan asked for a 10-minute doodle of it. But that came up on... Well, it came up on January 6th, where Wolf Daddy and I both looked at each other and went, how do we be funny after today? We just went wild, and I had found a romance novel called Jackalope and Wolf and Poofs, and Paw Jobs for Peace was born from that. But that's what she made. She said it was real quick, it wasn't anything special, but I was just tickled that she made it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. But yeah, no, there you go. There you guys go. I'm gonna real quick, whoop, and we'll go back to get this off the screen there. Bloop. But yeah, so I was just super tickled that she took the time to make something. Like I appreciate you guys just for like all of you who've made PowerPoints. I'm just so happy you made them. Like even if it was just that, it was just like a slide or two. I just appreciate that so much. That makes me so happy. And that, you know, especially with Era, that like it you know, she liked us enough to make something, and I love it. I love it. Yeah, biddies for Era. Yeah. All right, then we're gonna go back to this. We're going back to PowerPoints. All right, let's close all of these, because that's so many things are open right now. All right, so we did the cow, we did Eras. Now it's time for Gambit's. It's time for Gambit's PowerPoint, and I know he said he was roasted, so we're not gonna make him. We're not gonna make him, but I'm gonna do it. And buddy, it was good knowing you. I love you to pieces. Thank you for making this. You're gonna die. Welcome to my dog talk. It's like a TED Talk, but at the fair. By Gambit. What's the deal with these warm canines? And why do what's the deal with all these warm canines? And why do I love them so? Hot dogs. What are they? As we can see, we have a lovely picture of a corgi here in a hot dog costume, as I feel like I need to get this for my dog now. Hot dogs. In an anagram form, hot dog stands for how Issa needs to accept that I'm the lucky one. Or, oh, there are so many ways for me to prove that I, Gambit, am the lucky one. T, totally getting my toes poked, but Issen, please make it to the end first. D, don't let her deceive you. O, over these next few slides. G, going to prove my case. Guys, look how pretty she is, y'all. I feel the death. I feel it coming. I feel... Next up, we have mustard to ketchup ratio. Has she got you thinking that the lucky factor is 95% Issen and 5% Gambit? The actual luck factor here, more realistic stats, is Gambit has about 65.2% of the luck. Issen has about 21.7% of the luck. And everyone else has got about 13% of the luck. This pie chart is no lie, says the bottom caption here. Special ingredients. It's mayo. Come no to surprise to y'all how Issen is going to get me. I relish the thought I'm baking her to show some mercy. God damn it, Gambit. Mini weenies. As most of you already know, Issen and I are having a mini weenie. I also am excited to have a little mini me. That's right, kids. Issen and Gambit are their little bean has a ween. I just want sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads to cook my hot dogs on the beach. The fucking thing. Oh my god. Oh, the knife ferrets come out. The knife ferret is out. Oh god. In conclusion, while I know I'll be spending time in the doghouse, that doghouse, I most definitely, positively, absolutely am 100% the lucky one, as told by Gambit and forced to be read by me. So that is Gambit's take on why he loves hot dogs / Issen so much and why he is the lucky one in their relationship. I, for legal reasons, cannot agree with you, Gambit, but I do appreciate the effort you went into making this look like it was going to be about hot dogs and totally making this what it is. Oh shit. Yeah, no, we got triple knife ferrets going on here, my man. I don't think you're gonna make it. I don't think you're gonna make it, my guy. But Gambit, thank you. Oh my god. You are a treasure. You are an absolute treasure. Banana. Oh, she's after those toes. I really want to call you guys right now because I imagine it's just screaming. It's just lots and lots of screaming happening. That's what I imagine is happening. But, you know, that's... Oh, my god. Thank you, Gambit. Alright, and then, finally, for this evening is the one I've been holding off on this whole time. It is my PowerPoint. It is the weird mating habits of fish. That is what we are doing here. Where did I put it? Fish facts. There we go. Alright, bring this bad boy up. Oh, God. I don't think your safe word is going to work this time, says NJ. Oh, God, Ramen came to the rescue. She got me. Oh, I bet she fucking got you, my guy. There was no you getting out of that. You were doomed. As soon as you told me what it was gonna be, as soon as you were like, yeah, I'm doing this, but I'm doing this, I was like, oh, buddy, all right, you have a death wish. Oh, do you need a snack, baby girl? Do you need a snack? Here, have a snack, puppy. Have some snacks. There you go. You can have those. Get her so she's been good for a while. Okay. Welcome to my TED Talk, kids. Strange fish mating practice. I would like you to know there's probably a lot of spelling errors in here, but just bear with me, kids at home. Just bear with me. So welcome to Strange Fish Mating Practices by me, the Fish Daddy. And also illustrated by Fish Daddy giving commentary. Here we have... It's going to get really weird. First up, we have... You guys have seen a couple of these already, but first up, we have the puffer fish. When ready to mate, the male puffer fish will create art on the floor of the ocean to attract females. The remarkable piece of work is exactly 2 meters in diameter in a circular formation. Once a female is attracted, the pair will mate in the center of the creation and lay their eggs there. As you can see, we have an Iron Giant reference of it's art. It's art. Another very common one. I would say these are very much literally ordered in from most normal to weird. Next up, we have the seahorses, where it's pretty common known fact that male seahorses are in fact the ones that get pregnant. But the interesting thing behind the process is a single mating session can last up to 8 hours with tails intertwined in changing colors throughout the process. Now there's a dedicated fish daddy. God. Doing this alone is just... Yes. But as you guys saw, these are all the little drawings I've been doing on stream for the last couple of weeks. Next up, we have the mangrove killifish. These bad boys, their natural environment where the river and lake beds can completely dry out, they are very unlikely to be able to find a mate. So most of them are born with the ability to asexually reproduce. Only about 5% of the species is actually born male or female specifically. Most are they practice DIY method of self-insemination. All by myself. You know, we're just having a good time. The anemone clownfish. Clownfish live as groups of all immature males except for one mating pair in which the largest male will become the female, while the next largest male will be the partner. If the female is to die, the mating male will change sex and become the next female. The next largest immature male will take his place. So, that kind of changes some things in Finding Nemo. You know, there's some hinky business there, and we're just gonna, we're just talking like how fish actually work. Watch out, Nemo. That's so specific and poetic. If you see horse mating lasts more than 8 hours. I love these fish commentators. Thank you. I only worked parts for you. I made all the comments before I drew the pictures and then went back and placed them all in. But yes. Next up, we have sharks. Sharks have quite a lot of mating quirks, namely 2 claspers and a barbed penis. They will also bite onto the female's neck so they don't get separated while mating. If the many shark species actually give birth to like little pods, like mermaid purses and stuff like that. But if they are one of the species that does live births, many of the baby sharks in the womb will actually eat each other until there's only about one left. But because the sharks, like the male sharks, will bite onto the female's neck, the female has actually developed really thick neck skin so as not to like cause permanent damage, but they do end up with a lot of scarring from depending on how old they are. But yeah, double dicking it. Whereas, if you could have one piece of anatomy from a fish, I chose gills, and Wolf Daddy was like probably a shark tail, and immediately we both changed it to shark penises. Because, watch out, Nemo, your father going to be your mother, and then your lover. It's true. Claspers. Jeez, what they eat each other. Yeah, if they are one of the types of sharks that does live births, they will in fact eat each other. Next up, we have the toadfish. Male toadfish, when trying to attract a mate, will vibrate muscles around their swim bladder that have been described as sounding like an electrical hum. In the 80s, in Sausalito, a beach town in California that had a high population of toadfish one year, the sound was apparently so loud there were several complaints put into the electric company. When it was discovered it was this fish, the locals for the following years put on a humming toadfish festival, and you can look that up. But the comment I made on it was, "You're so loud, the locals throw a festival to cheer you on." But yeah, no, they thought it sounded like an electrical hum, and people thought like a transformer was gonna blow. So there was a ton of complaints into the. Oh fuck yes! Did you put salt on them?
I did.
Yes, French fries. Thanks, Frank.
You may have one. You may have one French fry.
Shark Mall double-sided dick in it. But yeah, no. So toadfish are the epitome of male screamers. It's little did they know that it was the fish that were ready to blow. Sounds like a good reason for a festival. That's what I'm saying. Shifts. And they actually, so their weirdness doesn't stop there. Like with the hum, they'll actually, when they find a female to mate with, she'll actually swim into his mouth and he'll carry her to the location in which they will mate in. That's also something just fun about the toadfish in general.
French fries.
French fries! Yeah, Charlie brought food. Next up, we have the sea hare. This sea slug, when it comes time to mate, will put together a giant slug orgy, either in piles or lined up, in which the slugs towards the front will become the females, while the males will form in the rear. So all of these are actually born, like, hermaphroditic in nature. And the kind of fun thing is if they do the orgy style, the ones at the bottom of the pile become the females, where the ones at the top of the pile are males. If they do the conga line, it's essentially just whoever's they're all getting inseminated. Vor fetish for toadfish, yes. Conga line or orgy, you decide. Charlie's going with vor.
French fries.
French fries. Next up, we have the Hamlet fish. Hamlet fish are equipped with both sets of sexual organs, and when mating, they have a very extensive like courting ritual that they do when they come to spawning. But when mating, they will swap sexes every 30 seconds and will participate in up to 14 spawns a day with their chosen mate. And listen, guys, I'm mature enough to admit that I'm jealous. The both sets of genital part, not the 14 spawns a day. That sounds exhausting. But if I could just like be like penis, vagina, like guys, it'd be over. It'd be over for the rest of you. I would be unstoppable with the level of self-confidence I would have. In space, the sea hare has no bottom. Oh my god. Next up, we have the octopus squid. Cephalopods in general have some pretty interesting mating practices. One of the strangest is that of the deep-sea octopus squid. Since up close can be a dangerous and vulnerable act, the male octopus squid will shoot a semen packet at the female from a distance and jet away afterwards. The female can choose to accept it and fertilize her eggs, and she can also choose to store it until she is ready, or eat it and use the nutrients to keep her strength up while guarding her already fertilized eggs. Also known as drive-by mating, which I think is the most polite way to say, but senpai, I'm shy. Also, it should be noted that there are other squids as well that will actually just rip off their penis and shoot it at a female as well. They're like, oh, you'd be good for mating? Have my penis! They will just rocket it at her and then swim away, and she gets to choose whether or not she keeps the penis. Oh, thank you, Ezio! Welcome in! Squid goals! Fish Daddy becomes the 8th wonder of the world. The old fucking flea. Yep, that's what we're doing. And many of you who have been here for a while will know this one coming up, but it is down far on the list because it is still a pretty weird one. Is the anglerfish. So the anglerfish, all the ones you think of when you think of a deep sea anglerfish with the big lantern part, are female. The males are actually absolutely minuscule in size comparatively, and it is entirely necessary for them to find a female to latch onto for them to survive. And when they find a female, they will bite onto her and release an enzyme that will attach, like essentially fuse them together, and he will atrophy until he's nothing more than testes. And a female can house up to 8 males at a time until her death, like when she eventually dies, but she essentially just gets the protein squirt she needs when she needs it. So, hey there, pretty lady. Nice gonads, to quote that guy who did True Facts About the Anglerfish. Torpedo dig. Welcome. What a welcome for Ezio. Have my penis! The anglerfish has a beard. Nah, that's just a hoe. Canis, I had a teacher that had an anglerfish skeleton hovering in the front of this classroom. That's awesome. I love that. Next up is one I'm pretty passionate about, because next up is cichlids. And for those of you who know, is that tilapia are also part of the cichlid family because they're a genetically engineered fish, which just feeds into my dislike of tilapia more and why you shouldn't eat it. But next up we have cichlids. They practice in a so the practices differ depending on the type of cichlid, but the primary thing is they get together in big orgies. And what they'll do is the females will go down to the bottom of the lake bed or the riverbed and lay their eggs and then scoop them up into their mouth because they participate in mouth brooding. Whereas some fish will wait till they're fertilized and then scoop them up. But the female will scoop them up unfertilized in her mouth immediately after laying them and swim up through the cloud of semen, just mouth open, just full bukkake, just right through the cloud of semen from all of the males. And she will keep the fertilized egg and semen smoothie in her mouth until the point where the babies will hatch, and therefore after end up dying from being too weak from carrying. But she will care for her young for long enough for them to go off on their own. There are other types of cichlids in which they do practice this way, but as you can see, they have males will have what's called dummy eggs on their fins as little spots. And what will happen is they will hover near the bottom like little sneaky males. And when the female will see these spots and go, oh no, I didn't scoop up some of my eggs, and go back down, in which he will ejaculate directly into her mouth. And I'm not one to usually kink shame, but come on, man. Come on. Come on.
The rest of these are yours.
Oh, that's so many.
I ate half of it.
Okay. It was big, yes. Yubs is back. Welcome back, Yubs. Surprise saltwater facial. Yep. Ski. Yeah. It's, yeah, nope. Yep. And then finally, my final slide of my strange fish mating practices is the marine flatworms. I love them so. All marine flatworms are aphroditic in nature and equipped with 2 penises. They got 2 dicks. And when it comes time to mate, the 2 of them will sword fight, resulting in whoever got stabbed becoming the female and being inseminated. So obviously there's times where, like, they'll both get inseminated. But, like, I love that they sword fight. And, like, all I can think is that this is where the, like, developers for genital jousting got the idea for their game from. It's just marine flatworms. And then, finally, thank you. And now you can't unknow it. You're welcome. I hope you feel educated and that, you know, you feel a little bit smarter. I'm a big fan of just facts you don't necessarily need to know. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who fucking donated bits tonight, gift subs. You guys are fucking insane. I love you. You guys didn't need to do that. I mean, I say this all the time, but, like, if you really want to support me, like, this is lovely because this helps me upgrade the stream. That's really all this money goes to. But if you really want to support us, just go buy our comic books. You can go to our website. I would really appreciate that so much. And
the new one's out.
Yeah, the new one's out. We're shipping them out in batches. The new one will be, for those of you who didn't get in on the pre-order, it will be back on the website for purchase as soon as we get all the pre-orders shipped. Just so nothing gets jumbled up. But oh my gosh, guys, you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you guys so much. A little bit smarter and slightly unsettled. Yes. Well, welcome back, Be a Badger. You missed mine. You missed my PowerPoint, but that's okay. I'll be sharing it probably much more. But yeah, oh my god.
Your family isn't allowed to buy any more.
Ison did send us a message, and I will show you after the stream is over.
Okay. Then maybe you're allowed to buy more.
Unless Ison's like, you can read it on stream, but Ison did send us a message. But we'll hold off for now.
Okay.
I mean, do we want? Okay, so Badger wasn't here. Do we want an encore performance of the weird, strange ways fish mate? I could do an abridged version. We could do this. I could do the abridged version. That's essentially how my brain operates. We can do this. I'm doing it anyway. I'm not even waiting for approval here. It's fine if you want to read it on stream. Okay, I will. So, strange fish mating practices. We have the puffer fish who creates big circles in which they make art in which to fuck in the middle of. They do, like, Jackson Pollock style, and then they just fuck in the middle of it and lay their eggs. It's great. It's art. Next up, we have the seahorses, where the male gets pregnant, as many of us know, but their mating sessions last 8 hours, in which they stay completely intertwined and will change colors, like, rapidly throughout. Next up, we have the mangrove killifish, who does DIY self-insemination. This brings Pinterest moms to shame, my guys. This is quite the DIY. Be like, I don't need anybody else. I'm just gonna do it myself. But it's because they live in such harsh, like, living conditions that they, in fact, like, they have to be hermaphroditic in nature if they ever want to really survive. Next up, we have the plot twist that Finding Nemo didn't show you, in which all anemone clownfish actually live in groups of immature males, except for one mating female and, like, mature male, in which the largest male will actually turn into a female, and then the second largest male will become the mating male for her. And when she dies, that male takes up the mantle of becoming the new female, and so forth. So that changes Finding Nemo a little, if I do say so myself. Next up, we have sharks who got claspers, or as I like to say, they're double dicking it, but they also have barbed penises, and they will latch onto the female's throat so they can, like, hold on to them while they fucking. And some of them actually have most of them do give birth to, like, egg sacs or mermaid purses, as they're kind of commonly known, but the ones that give live birth will, in fact, the ones in the womb will actually eat each other until there's probably only one or two left. Next up, we have the toadfish. They loud. They hella loud, fam. They're so loud that in the 80s, there was a town called Sausalito in California in which the locals thought a transformer was going to blow because it sounded like a loud electrical hum. So a whole bunch of people put in calls to the electric company and complained about it, only to find out later it was this fish that they had a very high concentration of that were mating. And so for the following next few years, they actually held a humming toadfish festival. Also, fun fact about these guys, they do participate in a little bit of vore, is that when they find a female to mate with after humming, they will actually carry her off in their mouths to where they will mate. Next up, we have the sea hare, which participate in orgies and or conga lines of mating, in which the ones at the bottom of the pile and or the front of the conga line become the females, and the ones at the back are the males. Next up is the one fish in the world I am absolutely fucking seething with jealousy for, is the hamlet fish. The hamlet fish are equipped with both sets of sexual organs, and after finding another fish to mate with and, like, their long courting rituals, they will switch genders every 30 seconds and participate up to 14 spawns in a day. That sounds exhausting, but I want both sets of genitals. I would be unstoppable, kids. It would do wonders for my self-esteem if I could just be both all the time, or just switch it random. I would be so down for this. I'm here for it. Woof! Next up, we have the octopus squid, who participates in drive-by mating, in which they see a female and go, "Oh no, senpai," and the male will make a packet of sperm and shoot it at the female, and, like, essentially, like, slap her with it and just swim off as fast as he can. There is no mating, there is no insertion, and she has the choice of either using it to fertilize her eggs, storing it, or eating it. Because why not? Also, there are some squids that will actually shoot off their entire penis at the female, which is just delightful. The anglerfish, and many of you guys know, because I've talked about this a ton of times, is the anglerfish. That's a female. The male is itty bitty tiny, and they actually have to fuse with a female in order to survive, in which they just atrophy and become gonads for the female, and a female can house up to 8 mates. Cichlids! The dirty bastards! They're really into, like, facials and bukkake, let me tell you. This is their wheelhouse, my guys. So they participate in orgies almost exclusively, in which huge groups of them will get together. The females will lay their eggs on the bottom and then scoop them up in their mouths and swim up through the cloud of semen that the males produce. But there are certain sneaky males that will swim down near the bottom, and a female will see these dummy egg spots that you can see here and go, oh no, I didn't pick up all my eggs. And when she swims down to get them, the male will just ejaculate straight into her mouth. Yep, you're welcome. And then finally, we have the marine flatworm that they're all hermaphroditic, and they all are equipped with 2 penises, one of which they sword fight with to determine who's gonna be the male and who's gonna be a female. And the one that gets stabbed is the one that becomes the girl. You're welcome. Not saying genital jousting stole their idea from that, but that's what we're going with. And now you can't unknow it. And that was the encore presentation, really just for Badger, because I know Badger was planning on coming back, and he missed it. So, there you go. Yes, they double dick in it. They actually have 2 claspers. It's technically, they're not penises. It's just a way to hold on to the female better with a barbed penis as well. So, technically they don't have 2 penises. They just have a barbed penis and 2 things that look like penises that hold on. Even more fun the second time. I mean, it was the abridged version. It was like Dragon Ball Z abridged. That's what that version was. So Issen actually does not mind. I appreciate the encore and the chat's patience. That's fair. So Issen actually said I can read the message. She says she does not mind. I need to tap out because it's late and my caffeine buzz is crashing. That's fair, great adventure girl. It's been an epic night. Thank you so much for coming in, friend. I appreciate it. I was disappointed when I realized I missed it. Oh, well, there we go. Double on. It was appropriate for 2 people. We did it. All right, gotta go pass out. Love you. Happy birthday. Thank you. I was told you happy birthday. Your birthday's not for another week or 2. But thank you so much, Super Freak, for coming in. Hey, Sweet Cryptid, yeah.
We're writing a book.
Yep. So the message from Issen was, all right, Kate, Charlie, I'm going to get real gross here, so brace yourselves. You know that my friendship with you is you two is priceless. You're some of my most favorite people in the whole wide world, and I can't tell you how much having you in my life has meant to me.
Gross.
So gross. Oh. I know. But it's the truth, so deal with it. I love you guys and everything you do. I see in you so much passion and talent, and continually grows with each comic you do. Like it's not even pretty. It's like it's not. It's pretty.
Like it or not.
Like it or not, it's pretty damn inspiring. Thank you. Modding Twitch for y'all is the least I can do to support you in pursuit of your dreams. You have lifelong fan and eternal friend in me, no matter the distance between us. The fact that you want to love me back in a more tangible way is grossly touching. You honestly don't have to, but just being your friend and getting to share my life with you is more than I could ever ask for. But 1 cow was enough, so I guess you can love me. But I'll leave it up to you how you do it. I'll accept wishlist stuff, being on payroll, whatever easy for you. You can decide. I don't do great with personal wealth myself. She doesn't like making decisions. If I promise if you do PayPal me that I'll only spend it on myself or the baby or maybe Gambish too, and not send it back in gift subs. Honestly, you guys, I love you and could not ask for better people in my life. So thanks for being you and accepting me with your lives, in your lives. And she gave you our PayPal, her Amazon wish list, a baby, and her baby registry.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Issen. Yeah, can we just get a round of applause for Issen? Issen is, because I've been now streaming for a year now, in like 2 weeks, it will be a full year. But I've been now streaming for a year here on the Children of Proteus, like, consistently. And Issen has been my mod the whole time. And she is fucking kick-ass. We love Issen. And we really have been wanting for quite some time. Because, like, honestly, I could literally anytime I've ever been like, I need help, or I call on Isin and or Gambit in any way for any kind of assistance, they are fucking there. It is no questions asked. It is just done. Isin helped me clean my apartment. Isin did my dishes. Because I was out of town for 2 straight weeks, and it was just like con havoc in my house, and I had a fucking the pest control guy come in, and he ratted me out for my apartment being a mess to my landlords. And so they wanted to do a second inspection, the bitches. And I was literally out of town at the time. They're like, yeah, we're coming in on Monday. And I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So Isid came over and helped me clean my apartment the night I got home. And I can't tell you how fucking touched I am that blue hair, prickle pear for life. Like, my guy, my dude. So I've always been wanting, ever since me and Charlie decided, like, no, Isin's on payroll. Isin's part of this. We need to make her, like, a actual tangible thing that we pay. We love you so much, and you do so much for us, and we feel like, I know you say our friendship is enough, but it's not fucking enough, Isin. There will never be enough for us to thank you for everything you do for us, and just the genuine presence you provide for us. And you were I would dare say, other than maybe some family, you were our first super fan. Then I'm so pleased to call you one of my best friends. Like, I love you to pieces.
I also have things to say. I absolutely agree with Kate in every way, shape, and form. But on a very realistic side for me here, and a very vulnerable side, it's no stranger that I'm in the military, and I'm very vocal about that. You guys are all very familiar with the fact that I 2 years ago now had to spend a year in Korea all by my lonesome, and we sent Kate to Tucson so that she could have her own adventure. So she didn't know anybody moving to Tucson. And I haven't had a lot of good experience with trusting people, and without getting too much into it, there are always people in the world and in my life that are making things harder than they probably need to be, especially when I'm in Korea and can't do anything about it. And so it was just so heartwarming and beneficial for me to know that there was a singular human being that wasn't creating barriers or more problems or anything, but just being there for Kate made that year long absolutely a tolerable experience. And that's real friendship to me. I know we have not spent nearly as much time together as I would like, but it's actions over words with me, and my goodness, are you just the most magical human being as I have witnessed in a long time, and I truly don't feel like I deserve you in my life, which is why it's like, I joke around about putting you on payroll and working for Children of Proteus, but
we need more Isins.
Yeah, man. Thank you for absolutely everything that you've been doing for the past couple of years for us, and I will never be able to thank you enough or pay you enough for the support that you have offered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spooner said, "Hey, yo, Isin, come do my dishes." But we got some Issen deserves all the love. My bae, I love you, says Black Ace. All the touching sloppy kisses are adorable. Yes. They are quality people. It's true. Giving some huggy wuggies for Issen. I hate dishes, but that's how much I love Fish Daddy, says Issen. I love you and do the dishes. Such wholesome content for 5 a.m. Restoring my faith in humanity. Yeah. Oh, make him shut up. I'm gonna cry. Says Steve. Aw. Artemis agreed. No, Artemis wants french fries. That's what's happening. Artemis is begging for french fries right now. She's stomping her feet and borking. But yeah, you guys are just fucking... Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for participating in my birthday stream. Thank you for 2 fucking hype trains, you bastards. I don't even know what to do with that. You guys, like, could we, next week, can we not do that? Can we not do a hype train for a little while? Like, that'd be great. Like, just go buy my merch. There's always new merch. Little potato wants potatoes, it's true. But, oh, thank you for the happy birthday. One more before you go? One more? Oh, what? One more what before I go? What? No, not one more
Bet
hype
you
train.
won't.
No more hype trains. Stop it. I can't take it. Can we not do that once? It's been long enough. Okay, I'm actually gonna go to sleep now. Oh, man. Fish Daddy, what? I'm actually gonna go to bed, sleep now. Thanks for all that wonderful dopamine. We do try. Oh no. Oh no. Gambit. Oh yes, check Discord, Fish Daddy. Okay, I will. And put up a dono goal, then fight it out versus odd donations to see who the real OCD peeps are. Alright, where am I checking in the Discord? General fish chat. There's Flash. Look at Flash. Look at it, Canis's. He was so into it. Oh, we have, fan art. That's from Black Ace.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I just probably blew out all of your eardrums. Guys! Holy fuck! Black Ace! Oh my god, Black Ace just a killer piece of Nereza, and I'm just...
Why are you shaking? Do you need fries that bad, you crack addict?
Oh my god, and Badger just shared some pictures from the infamous Sadie Hawkins dance. Thank you, Badger. That is some fucking worthwhile content. But oh my god, yeah, she's ravenous.
Go lay down.
She don't fuck around about french fries. She knows that's the thing she gets. Good night again. That's freaking awesome. Oh my god, Black Ace. You're too good. You're too good to us. Like, I love you so much. We've never met, and we will meet one day, but, like, you're just gonna angrily eat fries about it.
I'm gonna angrily eat fries about it.
Yes.
Okay, go do cocaine about it.
No, angrily eat french fries. It's much safer. All I'll get is heart disease, not an addiction. Feel free to share with the class. Oh, yes, let me see if I can do this right. I do struggle a little bit with getting this to work the way I want it to, so bear with me, kids. I want art stream, and then I want window capture, and let's see if I can do this right. Streamlabs. That's not good. Oh, is that? No, that's not what I want either. It never wants to do. Okay, we'll just do display capture again. That's what we'll do. We'll just do display capture so you guys can see it. So we'll just do it this way because it never wants to participate with me the way I want. But yeah, so Black Ace just did this. Like the fucking champion she is. Oh my god. So this is like, what, the 3rd piece you've done for us? Because she did a gills, before I even knew who you were, really. You did a Gills with helping Issen do some digital stuff. Then you did a Draven, and now you're doing an Areza. My God. My God. Look at how cool this is. You guys are the coolest. I feel pretty confident just saying that. You guys are... Guys, you guys are just so fucking cool. I love you guys to pieces. You guys are you were the coolest viewers. And you guys are such fun viewers. You guys are such fun fans. Like, when you guys make fan art of our characters, like, oh my God. I get so excited, guys. Especially...
These are the types of fans that we wanted to have.
Yeah, like, shout out to Mars real quick for, like, going through our first comic book where we showed, like, actual writing in Atlantean, and he went through and deciphered it. You fucking mastermind. I don't think Mars is still here, but you fucking mastermind. Like, my God. Yes, a shout out for Mars. You
There's
guys...
more coming.
Uh-huh. More are coming. This whole adventure has been all amazing. I'm so glad I tuned in whenever I can. Yes! Yes, Clockwork Fox. Sexy fish daddy art. Yep. That's... I'm so glad I discovered y'all. Such an amazing timing. Y'all give me such happiness when my world seems to be collapsing around me right now. It's the best. Well, we do what we can. We like to stay pretty. We like to try and stay pretty upbeat. Because we know the world's full of bastard-coated bastards with bastard sauce. We like to try not be, but if thanks for coming. I am taking this next week off from streaming. I will be back on the 11th, back to streaming. And I'll be back for my art stream, but I am taking this week off because it's my summer break. I'm gonna try and I guess you're okay.
No,
thanks, Badger. It was actually Badger that said you could share the cringeworthy pic. Well, we can do that too.
I will not be bullied by a puppy for French fries, madam. I won't be bullied. Madam, look at this.
Yeah, she's stomping her feet. I know. I deal with this every night. She bullies the internet for snacks. I'm well aware of what's happening. Alright, but yeah, real quick. Let's real quick then show off this cringeworthy pic that Badger put in to my Discord for the cringeworthy proof of adolescence from his Sadie Hawkins dance. Quality.
I can dig it.
That's some quality there.
It's a lot of flannel.
It's tartan, thank you. Those are kilts.
Man, I love your green wallpaper. It's aqua?
Yeah.
You fucking heathen?
Yeah, you pleb.
Alright, don't take the fucking compliment. Whatever.
I got your back, Badger. I got your back. But the school dance photo, it's quality. It's some quality stuff right there.
Your checkered overlap red and black pattern.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There we go. There you go. Spooner got puppy a snack. There we go. She's
gonna be right back.
I know.
What do you have in your mouth?
French fries. Yarn.
Yeet.
Yeet. Oh my God. But you guys are absolutely flippin' fantastic. My goodness. What a good night this been. There are 3 things you'll never hear from a Celt. Does this clash? Gotta keep the pupper well fed. She's a little chungus. She's my sweet chungus. Is this too much jewelry? Oh, yes.
You go lay down. You've had enough. Go lay down. Go on.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see.
5 hours streaming.
Yep. I haven't done this since I was trying to work on my comic book. Look at that fight. Yeah, my pupper was huge. Big fat beagle. She is a little chungus corgi. Real quick, I'm looking at who we should raid tonight, and so if you guys could stick around for just a couple more minutes and join the raid just to like see if we can make a new friend, that would be fantastic. But I understand if it's late, so you guys have been amazing. Yeah, this is who we're going to see. So we're gonna go raid someone we haven't ever raided. We're gonna go see Cody Shibi. He does kind of like spooky art. And I've watched him a couple of times, but I've never gotten to raid him before. So that's who we're gonna go see. We're gonna go raid him. So get the hype ready. Say you were sent by the birthday fish, and we are gonna we're gonna go say hi. Let's see if we can make some friends tonight. Let's see. And if you were gifted a sub this evening, because I know a lot of you were, get those bonefish ready in chat, and we're gonna go raid.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, friends. You guys have been absolutely magnificent today. Thank you for everybody who made a PowerPoint. If you want this to become a more regular thing, like once a month, where we just kind of spend a stream doing this, like just reading off some PowerPoints, I'm totally down, because this was a lot of fun for me, at least. But you guys are magnificent. I can't wait to see you guys again. I will be back in a week. Huh. That's interesting. These two keys, the quotation and the @ symbol, are flipped. That was weird. That was super weird. But you guys are absolutely amazing. Oh, did it not work? Uh-oh. Let me... Did I spell it wrong? No.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Let's try that again. Uh-oh. Okay, we're doing it old-fashioned style then. You might hear something for a second, and I'm sorry, kids. I love you. Just beware. You're gonna hear noise real quick. Besides Artemis yelling at us. There we go. Okay, we're just going to do it from the browser. But you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. I appreciate all of you. But I'll see you guys next week. Have a great night, y'all. Bye!
Bye.